No, Phoenix is not. I don't know. I don't think he's going to be in here because this takes place before everything. Like this is like everybody's ancestors. I did see that we can have outfits, but apparently they're not going to be used until the second game. Which is very sad because like some of these things are really cool. Like I had a look at these things. Like, and I don't know, it's because I think I like steampunk, what am I talking about? Steampunk aesthetic. And so, yes, very nice. Although I don't know what this is. I guess because he's already kind of got the steampunk vibes, this is him with his like Japanese. But yes, Herlock Sholmes. I can't wait to meet this man. So fortunately or unfortunately for me, everybody is British. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Does Naruhodo look familiar to you? Isn't he supposed to be Phoenix's ancestor? He's supposed to be. But yeah, we're supposed to see like, yeah, everyone's ancestor. I think I even saw like Payne's ancestor, so like... okay. So this one has 2 games, and I think each of them have 5 trials. So a bit shorter than the Ace Attorney trilogy. Naruhodo is Phoenix's last name in Japanese, yeah. Okay, select an adventure to play. So we want adventures because that's the first game, and number 2 is called Resolve. So we'll do new game. Hopefully this doesn't crash on me. Oh shit, there's a cutscene.
The Empire of Japan. After opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation. The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide. But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Bienvenue au la Carnaval. 1860s, 1870s, I'm thinking? Probably. I thought it was gonna tell us. Defendants? Oh, they call them antechambers. Okay, options G? Oh, that's so weird that it's G. Anyways, I want it to make the transparency higher. Yeah. Early 2024 is when the trilogy comes out. Yeah, I heard. So it's gonna be a while. Well, let's see. It took me until basically now to stream the Phoenix Wright trilogy, so I guess this might tide me over, at least for the most part of waiting for that other. Oh, change category, you're right. Okay. What should I call it? Anyways, Ace Attorney Chronicles. There we go. Updated. I can change keybinds? Yes, I can. I'm quite surprised that that is an option. There's like what? Oh. I don't ever use keybinds though. Or like, I don't ever use the keyboard. I always just click on stuff. Alright. 22nd of November, 8:43 a.m. Supreme Court... I cannot English. Supreme Court of Judicature. Defendant's Antechamber 5. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. It seems like Phoenix and his ancestors have a penchant for getting accused of murder. I'm nomming on goldfish because I'm getting hungry. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? Oh. I'm trying to get used to this, like, painterly style. What? Oh, no, nothing. Save your glares, murderer. Sorry. Eat fruit, goldfish gonna make you more hungry. I ate a bowl of blueberries, though. Oh my god, I'm gonna butcher this, aren't I? My name is it Ryunosuke Naruhodo? I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now here I am, awaiting my trial. That's enough! I don't know who said that. Oh, he's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I keep forgetting that everyone's supposed to be British. I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Lawyer? Yes, and until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue. Technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet. And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. They're clearly Japanese. Yeah, but all the voice actors have a British accent. Right, Ryunosuke. Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. What are you apologizing to me for? Oh, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry. There you go again, apologizing. Just like always. Yeah, I don't know. They mentioned something about Western influences, right? All the voice actors have a British accent. All of them. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if, for what reason. Like, I know, I don't know. You'll hear it when they talk. Though I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor, murdered in cold blood by a student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you? Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it. They're Japanese, but they localize them to be British? Ah. I could never murder someone. Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high. You mean? I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke. Do those look like British names? No. Well, they said this eastern country, island, whatever it was influenced by the Western, something like that. Just make them speak English, no need to change locations and details such as that. I think it was originally they were supposed to be kind of like British influences anyway. Kazuma Asuki, my best friend, also in his second year at Yume University. But he's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. Or did they change it for just the English thing? I don't know. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive, considering he's still an undergraduate. It's not that impressive. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyway. My qualifications don't mean much. Yet. You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started. I'm not used to all this like shifting in visuals. It's kind of like disorientating. Congratulations, Kazuma. It looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last. I know, I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court. So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you, and proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. It's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple. Oh, is that why his headscarf thing flies? I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. In the heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. Then come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together. If only it were that simple. Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. It was straight after that. That's when it happened. I don't know who this is. Asagi, may I have a word? Oh. Professor, I didn't know you were coming. Oh, he's got a fuzzy ball. Well, this case has personal significance to me. But never mind that for now, Asagi. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers. To His Excellency's chambers. Why? He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result. Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at university before. Well, he did just call him Professor, didn't he? I see. I'll go at once. I shall accompany you. Alright then, Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom. Yes, thanks, Kazuma. I wonder if this is gonna give off more Danganronpa vibes with like the more voice acting and stuff. Ugh, this is awkward. If I may. Yes, sorry? You must be the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yes, that's right. My name is... oh my god, I'm gonna die, aren't I? Yujin Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University. Ah, Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. Asugi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. He said that about me? As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asugi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again. Japanese names seem to be really easy to pronounce for me. It seems to divide between 2 or 3 letters. Yeah, I am not. What? Ah, as I suspected. You are unaware of this. I keep forgetting that these are like 3D models. I had a feeling Asugi may have chosen not to tell you. He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered. But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing?
The administrator has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission even in the most favorable of circumstances.
I don't believe it. But I didn't do it, I swear. I'm not a murderer.
I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial.
Sorry? What do you mean?
You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway.
But then what should I do?
Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction.
Right, so...
As soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do.
I do? But what will the question be? Surely not... Do you accept the accusations brought before you?
Of course not.
Defendant. Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once.
It would seem our surreptitious discussions are to be cut short. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asuki must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
Oh, I'm defending myself.
Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours.
What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving. There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway.
This is it. If this trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over, and what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. I'm pretty sure the question is going to be, is the defense ready, or something like that. My one and only chance of proving my innocence. The trial that would decide my destiny. This sound is a lot more bassy than in the other game. So this is a courtroom. His eyes are so buggy.
The Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has more power.
It doesn't... I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there. Oh my god, don't tell me that it's gonna be Payne's ancestor that fucking comes to be the prosecutor. I swear to god.
The powers that be have damned that... What? Oh, the powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial.
A secret trial?
A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend.
What? But why?
It'll become clear in time, but for now, you need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin.
My god, it's him. Is that water?
The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor, Your Excellency. How do I do a voice like this in a British accent?
As is the defense. Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate.
That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself.
Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial?
I do. This is it. This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant. But then, if I say I do, I need to answer quickly. What should I do? Woo! Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will advocate for his defense.
What is the meaning of this unruly outburst?
I would like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself.
You'll be... what?
What are you playing at, Ryunosuke? Professor Mikotoba told me everything just now before the trial. Oh, that was, me. He did what? He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose. How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off? No, it's not that, really. It's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you... Yes. I knew that's how you'd feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in.
Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial.
Well, well. Does the accused admit defeat already, renouncing his own counsel? Really?
No, he has not completed his school. Kazuma is an undergraduate, and then Ryunosuke is like still I think he's still in school. Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is apparent. He's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san? Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. In fact, my mind's a complete blank. I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered.
Well, for a mere university student be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetuated a most heinous crime indeed.
As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo?
Yes. Love the new British fit, yeah. Your Excellency. Well, they're still in Japan. But apparently there's a lot of Western influences.
It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken.
My competence? What does that mean?
He's questioning your ability to do the job.
Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am.
So let's start with the very simplest of questions.
Oh, yes.
Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case.
Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I'd care to remember.
But...
wait. Oh, I'm so nervous I can't even remember that. What was it again?
Ryunosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank.
You know me so well.
All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record.
But I can't even find that.
It's simple. You can access the court record with the press of E. If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there.
I just have to press E for the court record. All right, there's no time to lose.
This is the list of evidence you've collected.
Now try switching to people instead with E. University collar pin. Proof that I'm a student at the Imperial Yume University. I always wear it on the collar of my uniform jacket. Look at my pin. Oh, I can't even look at the other stuff. Japan's criminal justice reforms first started in the 1860s, completed 1880s. They adopted the French system, apparently. That's why the court looks like that. The judge looks like he's wearing something from the Chinese courts. He does a little bit, yeah. You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press Z to go back. Oh my god. Okay, so they're 23 right now. Roughly. I think a second year at the... Oh, never mind. He's a second year as well. He's my best friend, and despite being a student, a qualified defense lawyer. Okay, so he's actually a lawyer. Okay, medical professor 51. I can't believe it. The lead prosecutor of this case, who would appear to have little love for the changes that the cultural reformation has brought about. Yeah, see, there we go. Cultural reformation. Who's this guy? John H. Wilson? No way. No way. The victim of this case, he was a visiting professor of medicine at, oh my god, from the British Empire. Did he know Herlock Sholmes, perchance? He was gonna be the Gumshoe in this? I don't know, but I miss Gumshoe already. I miss him. I miss him and his dumb shenanigans. Okay, his name was John H. Wilson, not to be confused with Watson. So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now you'd better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record, and press R to present. Try it now. The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson.
Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university.
Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England invited to Yume University 3 years ago. Also heads up ads in 5 minutes. Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations. Does courtroom feel claustrophobic? A little bit. There's like a lot going on. Like he's got like his little water thingy. There's like lamps at the end. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation.
And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil.
Well, they were lucky it wasn't a Canadian, otherwise the devil would have been summoned.
You two are both undergraduates in the Imperial Yume University, are you not? Oh, I love that move! Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor?
But I didn't do it. This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime. So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it? Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman. Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. Every time I see the word partner, I have to try so hard not to say it in a country accent. The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait. I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still. I should go and say hello. Oh, do I go like and tap his shoulder and he like keens over dead? So I went to the professor's table and introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death. The cause of death? Well, obviously that was, Ryunosuke. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence. By evidence? But how? Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now. Well, it's a post-mortem report. Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. was caused by loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. Okay. Well, according to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma.
Learn to read, you imbecile. That's the post-mortem report, I take it.
Sorry, yes, that's right. The, post-mortem report. In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way. Okay, well, we've got 20 seconds until ads. I'm gonna run them now again. So we'll be back in 3 minutes to continue this. But you know what? This looks good. This looks good so far. You know, they did a really good job. You can like hardly tell that this is 3D until they start moving. And I'm guessing once they do like the cutscenes, it's going to become a lot more obvious that this is 3D. But yes, there is one thing I want to look at. When I click on the text, it doesn't like skip to like the full thing anymore. Is that in gameplay? Wait time. No, that's in autoplay. I don't have autoplay. Reader story mode, no. Oh, I just realized there's no... It's either because I'm in the tutorial, but there's no... Oh no, never mind. There it is. Save and load. I'm just stupid. I was like, there's no save. But yeah, okay, I guess there's no option for what I want. Text skip? Do I do text skip? Or is that, do they mean like the text skip button? Okay, I'm gonna hope that that's what I think it is, and that's like when I click on the text, it like finishes the rest of it. So we'll turn that on. We'll see how that goes. I don't think there's anything else I want to change here. Yeah, okay. Back. What do we have in the chord record? What do we have in the people section? So he's Kazuma's mentor. I still can't believe it. Still got the same hairstyle. John H. Wilson. I can't believe it though. They even have him down to his fit. Even his fit is right. Although, I don't know how old Herlock Sholmes is, but I'm assuming he's around the same age as like our character right now, our Naruhodo, which is like, would mean he's in his like 20s? Do you think he's who replaces Gumshoe? He would be a detective. That might be who replaces our Gumshoe. I hope he's as much of a himbo as Gumshoe, but I don't know. There is a Gumshoe shaped hole in my heart, and I don't think it can ever be filled. I do miss him already. Alright, 10 seconds. But yeah, I wonder if those two are the only Sherlock Holmes reference. John H. Wilson and Herlock Sholmes. I wonder if those are the only ones. Although I don't think I would catch any other references, but we'll see. I hope they make more. Hey, welcome back from the ads. You could put some gum on your shoe if you miss him. Ah! That's not gonna make me miss him less. But here, okay, we read this. Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later. Okay, that was the option I wanted. Text skip.
This is so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion.
Which means he was fired at from a close angle, right? If there was gunshot residue or scorch marks there, like, wouldn't that mean he was, like, shot from, like, pretty close?
Yeah. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range.
Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record.
So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. It's clearly superior to her drawing. The detail is incredible.
Very well. I am satisfied with your answers.
But the bullet did not exit, which is weird. Do you think, like, it was stopped maybe because he was, like, sitting in a chair?
Let us start the trial.
Certainly, Your Excellency. So without further ado, in order to better apprise the court with the facts of this case.
I love it when he does the fan thing. I don't know. I think it's just great.
The prosecution hereby calls its first witness who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened.
This is it then. I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind. The professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba? Yes, clearly you're the defense lawyer today. Not me, but that doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant. Ah, of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Asuki must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? Maybe, but any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. Oh, I just, like, moved and heard my hips crack. Well, my first piece of advice is, rein in that crazy look of bewilderment to control the cold sweats. Only if you could rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first. Yeah, like, there must be no wind in this room, and yet... Who is this? Oh, he must be a waiter.
Witness, please state your name and occupation for the court, please.
Of course, my name is Satoru Hosonaga? I don't know. No, a chair could stop it, but it was at close range. I guess we'll find out.
I am the head waiter of the Western-style restaurant called La Carnival.
Oh, shit! It would have been funnier if he did that with his, like, little tablecloth handkerchief. The, you know, little sick tuberculosis Victorian lady. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some, No way!
It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. No, I need to give him a different voice.
Well, it really should.
As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an Occidental Eatery, 3 years ago.
3 days ago, not 3 years.
Understood. Hosonaga-san. You will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident.
At once, sir.
No petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please.
Oh, perspiring maybe, but aspiring. They haven't lost the humor. It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have... Oh. We have... I feel like there's gonna be many men in this game and I'm just gonna suffer a little bit. It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over and there were only 3 tables still occupied. That fits in with my memory of it too. There was hardly anyone else in the place. He even does the hand stare. Like, come on, guys. It's perfect. Oh my god. It was when I was in the kitchen putting away crockery and cutlery. Oh. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student. Hold on, let me just clarify something here. Well, I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor, and beside the professor, I didn't shoot him.
I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur.
But...
The next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, offended Naruhodo. Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness.
If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today.
Yes, without question.
I can't get over his little tuberculosis.
I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim?
No. Low caliber maybe, but I can't think of anything that wouldn't exit at close range. Yeah, we'll have to just wait and see. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Huh? Wait, what did he just say? There was no one else around that table. What's the matter, Ryunosuke? That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello. Oh, there was a woman sitting opposite him at his table. Really? And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? Oh. Let's wait and see. I desperately want to say something, but I was told not to interject. Ryunosuke, your parents tell you to study. You're the kind of man who would diligently get to work, aren't you? I suppose I am. I'd never have gotten into Yume University otherwise. But you can't just always follow the rules in life, you know. If you don't say what you want to say right now, you'll seriously regret it when you're found guilty. Alright, you've scared me. I won't forget that piece of advice in a hurry. And there is something I want to say. I'm just going to shut my eyes and say it. I find it... I don't know. I guess the hold it and this... Well, maybe there is a hold it, but like right now it is a yes. Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Dear me, what are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all?
But I'm sure of what I saw. Asunoga-san. Oh,
Hatsunaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy. No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it. I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please have a look if you'd like to. You know, just because he coughs like a little tuberculosis Victorian lady, I'm gonna keep that voice. Let me see. Ah, a sketch of the establishment's layout, drawn by yourself, I presume. That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. Oh my god, someone's been murdered. Let me sketch out the restaurant layout really quickly on the back of my business card. Do you think this judge's beard is as luscious as the other judge? I don't know, this one is shorter, but it's like, it's got more edge to it, it's got more shape. Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter. Thank you, sir. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Oh, well. Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now. Something certainly seems to have shaken him. Oh, something certainly seems to have shaken him. You could say his beard is Edgeworth? Edgeworth, what are you doing on the judge's face? Oh no, that sounds really bad out of context. Anyways, his business card. Do we have to, like, turn it around?
So, the court has now heard a precis of the case.
Does anyone know what that hand thing he does is? Or if it, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it has any meaning.
Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant, the only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here. Defendant Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency.
If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I call this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court, but I must warn the defense if you're determined to pursue matters further in this trial. The prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime.
What do you think I should do, Kazuma?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Everyone keeps telling me that this trial's unusual about these peculiarities. You said it, Professor Mikotoba said it, and so is the judge in the prosecution. Hello, James, welcome. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this.
As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face. Is that it?
What?
If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is. Indeed. Prosecutor... Oh god, how do I pronounce that?
Is that a ch, ch or a ch? I don't know. Prosecutor, please continue with proceedings.
Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless.
Cha, okay.
You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silent forever.
It's a play on ouchie. Oh! You're right. Oh my god, it's no big brain.
The prosecution calls its next witnesses.
Very well, officer, bring forth the witnesses at once.
God, this man's head is so long.
Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court.
Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant, Yasunosa. Reporting for duty, sir. Myself, I find employ as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation, Nippon.
He looks like he would, like, fall over if I blew on him.
And conduct my trade from Rasute, a humble premises in the 2nd District, Kirio Korakuta, at your service.
Yes, sir, no, sir. Yeah. I guess because he's like, he looks like he's in the military.
An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing.
Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned.
Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always past noon. And not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curios with which I make my business.
Do you think if he tried really hard, he could, like, fly with those earlobes? Have a little Dumbo moment? You know, I haven't even seen Dumbo, but I can't understand a word that old man is saying. He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at the Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets the Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele. Yeah, it is. Their similarities are, like, glaringly obvious. Like, I knew right away, Ochi or whatever, Ouchie, is, like, ancestor of Winston Payne. You can see it in their hairstyles. Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer. His mustache. Damn, they're like isosceles triangles.
Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident.
When he, like, hits his head with a fan, it reminds me of, like, that. Did you guys ever do that where, like, you hit your head with a water bottle? I don't know. Maybe that was just me, but, like, I think that's, like, the same vibes.
Is that correct?
Affirmative. The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner, and what can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearms, sir.
This man's as impossible to understand as the other. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said. So, this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldiers claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead. Yes.
Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable?
If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start.
Now the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred.
Sir, yes, sir.
Standing by, ready to report, sir.
Unsavory memories of a most acerbic afternoon.
He's like quivering and I can't get over it. Like, it just like distracts me so much. I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman.
I even borrowed the head patting animation from Winston patting his pompadour. Oh my god! Can't wait to see it.
At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black-uniformed Veracity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio.
Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy. Is it me, or do I hear a baby cry every, like... There's, like, some noise, and, like, it sounds like a baby wailing, and I don't know.
What times we live in, when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day.
But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone. Is that really true, Ryunosuke? Yes, all I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor. After I'd said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then, when I'd finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant, when I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it, so I bent down and, just as I was picking it up, well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was. There is. Ochi using the fan mimics the Winston animation. Oh. I love the fan animation. It's so good. Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses. Cross-examine? Do it now.
As we have heard, Your Excellency.
Like, look at this. You can't tell me. Like, this is so smug. It's perfect.
There's no room for doubt for the testimony of those witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It's time to bring this despicable student to justice.
Certainly, the testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of this trial. Why do his eyes just look so big? What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst? The defense demands its right to a cross-examination.
Dear me, dear me. Let me guess, the Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic.
Huh? How did he know?
The prosecution objects. There's a clear waste of time.
The head patting one is also good.
The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant. Kazuma's so commanding. Is he my Edgeworth? Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. Right, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke. But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination. Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements. How? You didn't fire the gun, which means that what that soldier said has to be a lie. Well, yes, but it's just a case of proving it, and the key to doing that is evidence. Right, evidence. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you. Alright then. I like how when like Kazuma hits the table, it's a big slam, but when like Ryunosuke does it, it's like... I'm sorry if that was loud, but like it's like this light flesh slapping, and it's so funny. It's all or nothing. I can't unsee it. He looks like a shivering like dog with like big ears. I was in Jessica Beck. Okay, we already said this. I guess this is the new penalization system where like it's not a bar anymore, but it's like pins. It's been a while since I saved, hasn't it? Alright, let us press on this statement. Why aren't you saying anything? Is there some new interrogation technique? I hadn't actually thought of what I wanted to ask. Just ask about anything that catches your attention. Anything that bothers you. Alright then, no more hold it? Yeah, it seems like they've replaced hold it with yes! This beef steak you mentioned. What kind of food is that? Of all questions to ask, what is a beef steak? Rule number 1 is to always save. Yes, stress save your way through everything. Dean Chun! Beef steak is a delicious cut of veal. Vigorously... Oh, why did I get all country? Fuck. Vigorously cooked on a cast iron grill and served piping hot. Oh. If food could receive medals of honor, beef steak would almost be as highly decorated as a cutlet. Right, I see. Thank you, sir. So, next question. How did it taste? This cutlet you mentioned, what kind of food is that? Oh my god! What has this poor boy been eating? Jin-chun! Cutlet is a delicious cut of veal, tossed in breadcrumbs and deep fried in cooking oil. Accept your guilty verdict, atone to your crimes, and when you're released from prison, try it. Yes, sir. I will, sir. On the double, sir. Sorry to interrupt, but... how about trying to stick to questions that are relevant to the case? Meat eating wasn't common Buddhist? Ah. He is Japanese? That's true. Oops, sorry. I'll do my best. So, next question. I like how he has to raise his hand every time he asks a question. I don't know what he asks. Is it just me or I don't know, I didn't read it. Negative. Well, at least we've learned that he's a big beef lover. Affirmative. It's not easy knowing what questions to ask. Okay, extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio. I have no idea what you're talking about. I really do miss the hold-its, but I'll get used to the yeses. Also not cheap, and to most people, a cow is much more valuable plowing the land. Great-grandmother was very much against eating beef, so I heard, A Kuban boy. A Kuban? You mean an old Edo coin? Did I say that right? I don't remember. The day prior to the incident, a treasure of exceptional value from the Hoei period entered my possession.
I took myself to the restaurant the following day with said items secreted in my bosom pocket.
I love the word bosom. It's just so funny to say.
In the hope of an affluent cognizant appraised of its indisputable value being present.
So you were hoping to sell your Kaban coin to Sergeant Nosa, whom you met at the restaurant?
Yes, it's quite clear where you're going with this, boy. You were about to assert that a penniless soldier would have no hope of purchasing a precious Kaban. Isn't that so?
Well...
You little upstart cadet! You want to add disrespecting a superior officer to your list of crimes, do you? Latent subordination.
No, I didn't say anything. Although penniless might be just the word I was looking for.
In any case, the hour was already advanced beyond that of the midday luncheon. There remained a precious few present with whom I could engage in discourse about matters of business. The gentleman aside me who was grappling with his braised veal at the time was my sole prospect.
I see. Okay, firearm was discharged. So, you're saying that you actually saw me at the time?
Affirmative! I saw you. Laughing, cackling, like a madman as you trained the barrel of your gun on the English civilian.
But that's impossible. I only... Allow me to confirm just one point, please.
What's that, Private?
Thinking carefully about the statement you just made, it seems to me that it must have been just after you heard the gunshot that you looked over to the victim's table.
And so what if it was?
Well, if that really is the case, it would mean that you didn't in fact see the precise moment when the killer actually fired the gun.
And double, My sixth sense.
Sorry?
My sixth sense of danger. I picked up the waves of murderous energy radiating from your foul mind.
Was it, Yeah, okay. It was the book I read, I remember. Some mystery case. I don't know, something to do with, like, sixth sense of danger. That's what triggered it.
Which means, a split second before you pulled the trigger, I was looking right at you, cadet.
But surely that's not really possible, is it?
Do you think I'd have got where I am today in the army if I couldn't sense danger in the air, son?
Well, it would seem that this soldier is absolutely convinced that he saw you do the deed. This is not good. Risky cadet. If you didn't do it, then it's a lie. Unravel it. Yes. Hence why I am pressing everything. So this black uniformed university cadet, you're saying that was...
I've had just about enough of your sauce, cadet.
That is the first time I've ever heard that line. I've had enough of your sauce? Oh, I guess he means attitude, doesn't... That's what, like, sauce can mean, right? Right? I don't know. But that's so funny. Also, his hair... very much like a brush. Like, I think if you turned him upside down, like, you could use him as, like, a broom.
Who else do you see around here in a black uniform,
Well, there's someone standing right next to me who fits the description as well, but...
It was you, you little weasel. You unloaded the firearm on that day, on that man.
He makes me think French.
A little bit.
Did you guys hear that? I swear to God, it's a baby noise. It's a baby whale. Guys, he's carrying a baby. You see this thing? He has a baby on his back, doesn't he? He has a baby on his back. He has a baby on his back. He's got a baby on his back. Okay, so I'm not going insane and I'm not going schizophrenic. I did hear a baby wail and he's carrying a baby wrapped against his back. Baby ghost in my room? No, no, no. This is coming from the game, okay? He is, just you wait if we ever get to it. He has a baby on his back, okay? Is he a French officer? Because an English one would be wearing a red uniform. Yeah, I'm not sure what he is.
From behind his back, and you call yourself a citizen of the great empire of Nippon. You disgust me.
I think that is when you do the excuse me thing. What is it, Ryunosuke? I'm not quite sure. It's something that the sergeant just said, but I can't put my finger on it. In that case, check back over the details of the evidence you've gathered in the court record. And if you find an inconsistency there with what the witness just said, then don't hold back. Present the evidence to the court, thrust it in the witness's face, and make him choke on it. Ah! Oh, Kazuma! The doggos are making baby noises. Are they? I don't know. All my dogs do is sigh as they look at me. Like a very disappointed parent. Looks like a German guy to me. He does a little bit. Nippon is how Japanese say Japan back then. Yes? Ah, okay. I swear to God, this guy has a baby. Okay, he was on his hands and knees. I don't know if the baby was there that day, but we'll see. Oh God, that yes was very loud. On your hands and knees. Could you explain that, please? I mean, that's what it says. He was on his hands and knees.
That's right. Spurning the arthritis I was in order to retrieve the lost piece.
What lost piece are you referring to?
The Kaban, of course. The exquisite Oe-era Kaban coin. I had just been showing the rarest treasure to the military man as he masticated his meal.
My vocabulary is expanding so much. Am I gonna remember any of these words? No. But it will forever live in the VOD that I pronounced masticated right. Could have been worse. I could have said masturbate.
After averting your eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished.
In Tokyo, there's a giant building called the Nippon Budokan.
The Kaban vanished. And I began to acquaint myself with the intricacies of the floor in order to locate it, and then it happened.
Kabam! You heard the gunshots, you mean?
None other than, though it was no concern of mine, I was frantically scouring the floor for the aforementioned lost treasure.
So, in fact, you didn't actually witness the precise moment when the incident occurred.
Indeed, myself, I did not.
Oh, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Listen, Ryunosuke. You know there are lies lurking in these statements. It's time to expose them. I understand that. The question is, how? Like I said before, the key to this is using evidence that you've collected. You can examine and present evidence while a witness is giving testimony by pressing E. Go through each witness statement and the details about each piece of evidence and compare all the facts. Somewhere in there you'll find something that doesn't add up. In other words, an inconsistency. An inconsistency. When you find a statement and a piece of evidence that seem to contradict each other, present your evidence with R and rip the witness apart. And just be careful, because if you assert contradiction that has no basis, you'll be given a penalty. If you're dealt too many penalties, the defense's case will fall apart and you'll receive a guilty verdict.
So, that's it. Peruse the evidence of the court record and find an inconsistency with the witness's statement.
Alright, I'll give it a try.
You can hear the witness's statements over and over again, as many times as you like. So keep your head and be measured in your attack. Good luck, partner.
Okay, what do I have in my... So I have... Okay, that pin is useless. I have the post-mortem. Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. Bloodlust from a gunshot to the chest. Photograph of victim. Sketch of the current layout. Is the contradiction this? Kitchen entrance. Oh! Oh! I got a magnifying glass. Okay, well, I do have profiles, do I not? Oh, I cannot switch to profiles here. Okay. Okay, beefsteak, discussion with the old man, virtues of a fine golden curio. That precise moment a firearm was discharged, I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. Where were they sitting, though? And from the back, the cowardly weasel. Is the contradiction supposed to be how he could have seen it all the way from the back? Oopsies. I accidentally backed out of that. Because what was it? That's the entrance. Kitchen. I guess this is the back? I don't know. I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio. Oh, I meant to go back, but it didn't go back. Okay, so it was somewhere with, it was something to do with when he said it was the precise moment. Get that precise moment. Because he said something was off. Actually saw me at that time. Saw you, laughing, cackling, like a madman as you trained the barrel of your gun on the English civilian. He saw it after, and so what if it was? That really is the case. It would mean that you didn't in fact see the precise moment. Okay, double R. My sixth sense of danger? What about a sixth sense of danger? Picked up the waves of murder's energy radiating from your foul mind, which means... A split second before you pulled the trigger, I was looking right at you, cadet. Swear to God, that's a baby. Okay, Finn said he saw you do the deed. This is not good. I think it was this statement, though, where he said something was funny. And from the back. I think I might have to present the plans on this. Okay, university cadet you're saying was you. It was you, you little weasel. You unloaded the firearm on that man from behind his back. Oh! Oh, from behind his back. Okay, he was shot in the chest from the front, right? Okay, there it is. Because, shot from the front. Yeah, okay, there we go. I do it in the middle of pressing? This is not working very well. Okay, I'm gonna have to use the keybinds. I think I might be forced to use the arrow keys because when I click on the arrows, it, there's not a key for it. Okay. Well, the annoying thing is every time I try to go back, it doesn't work. It just goes forward. And so I have to go through all this again. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to that statement and present the picture because he said from the back, but he was shot from the front. So if that's the truth, then he didn't really see it. I don't know if that's just a bug. Okay, let me present this picture. I can't get over his hand raising. Please tell me I did right.
What are you playing at, Cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Blasting some photographic print in my mustache.
Inconsistency. I mean, yes. There's a clear inconsistency here.
What nonsense. What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know?
Well, obviously. That, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth.
I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom.
This is so frustrating.
Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court.
Kazuma, what?
What are you talking about?
It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement.
What?
Sergeant, yes or no, sir? Yes, sir. What, sir? The statement you just made was this. A black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir.
But no, that just can't be.
And why not, Cadet?
Because... Take a close look at the print.
The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it?
There it is!
Oh,
Did you see that? Oh, that was everything. I love that. What was that? Something just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again. I can't believe it. He does have a baby.
Certainly there is a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa? Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were...
So cute! Look at it! I love little puppy.
Firmly fixed on the delicious carnival steak, sir.
It's so cute.
What?
The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. The witness, Sergeant Yasunosa, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all.
That's absurd.
I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom. Hell yeah. There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial, just from that one discrepancy. That's interesting. I think you would be allowed to bring your baby if you had to take care of it. Probably. So this is what Danae's attorney is all about. The baby's like snotting. But I definitely saw him. Damn, is the baby okay? That university cadet there, he was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back. But he wasn't pointing at his... Was he pointing at his back? But I never fired the gun. All I did was pick it up off the floor. And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either.
Myself, I have already been quite clear. A gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor.
Oh, yes, you were looking for your Koban coin, weren't you?
Indeed, the prized Toei-era Koban. Hunting around under the table I was, in case mayhap it had fallen there. And then it happened.
You heard the gunshot, you mean?
Indeed I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded Hoei treasure.
Also, heads up, we have ads in 5 minutes.
Nothing could distract me.
Man, I wish I had that focus. Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end?
No.
I see.
That lamentable day, the precious Hoei Koban was lost to me. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself.
Did he? As I am sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive, no matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British. It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, Prosecutor Ochi?
Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back. My witnesses have further testimony to make.
Explain.
Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there's only one person who could possibly have committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
What? He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Very well, the court invites the witnesses to testify again. He will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear?
As clear as Kiriko glass, Your Excellency.
Yes, sir. At once, sir. Awaiting signal to testify, sir. Every time I hear the baby giggle, I just melt. Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think. Affirmative, the newest member of the Dosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name, Idol. Idol, you're so cute. You can't hear the baby. It's probably because I'm like talking and then the audio ducks.
I'll try to be like quiet so that you can like catch it. It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny. Idle. Attention. Can you hear him? Blowing the pinwheel? Oh my god. No, is the game audio not being picked up? Like I can see an OBS, like can you hear the music? Please don't tell me the game has been like, yeah, the background music I think, okay. I guess it's just quiet. Maybe it's just the audio ducking. Your father is about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy. I can't get over little Ida. Okay, you know what? I think actually I'm gonna run the ads now, so that we can get that over with, and then we'll go through this testimony. And hopefully that'll be it, and we'll be able to finish the trial, but maybe not. Okay, see you guys in 3 minutes. But yes, I'm gonna force myself to stop in half an hour. Because I think I'm starting to get a little lightheaded from... What is it? I don't know, I'm getting hungry. But this has been interesting so far. I'm liking it. I think the characters seem a bit more eccentric, I suppose, so far in this game. I'm in the same boat. I hear the background music, but not the baby noises. It's like... The baby noises only happen every so often, and it's normally when I'm talking, so I think the audio ducking is just like cutting that out. But yeah, I'm gonna like wait and hopefully like before the line finishes, and hopefully like it'll happen. But yeah, it's just like your standard baby giggling. It's very cute though. What do I have in the court record, actually? I still can't flip this thing over. I want to see it, though. Although I guess that's not going to happen until later. Maybe I should turn off audio ducking. Let's see. I don't know if it would be better if I just straight up turned off audio ducking or if I just lessened its power. Let's go for a 2-to-1. I'll leave it at 2-to-1 for now. Okay, yeah, I think 2-to-1 is like, it's not super strong, but it still works a little bit. What if I were to go, because I think the smaller the value, the less powerful it is, because if I went 10, yeah, I don't know, I can't notice the difference. Let me just go 2-to-1. We have 15 seconds, although I think most of the ads are done. And that was 3 minutes. Welcome back. But yeah, I'm gonna wait before I talk, and hopefully that I don't like talk when the baby makes a noise.
Even if what I saw was in the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man he was, that young lad in black, that much I myself did see. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present. Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself.
Did you hear that? I don't know.
Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out.
No, we didn't? Oh, what the heck? Wait, that's nonsense. Oh, what the oh. Hold on. What is... It's like there's like certain points of the game that's not being captured, which is really odd. Okay, those sounds are not being picked up. Something going on with this game. Okay, well, something's off about my audio capture. Because it's not picking up any of the menu sounds, and that's weird. What if I save really quickly? I just want to test something. Okay, well, that was picked up. It's like certain noises aren't being picked up, and it's really strange. So the background music, but... These voice lines are not being captured, and I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, I'm playing these voice lines, and there's... That's so weird. That's so strange. Why is that happening? Does the game have 2 audio outputs? I don't think it does because I only see one, and when I mute it, like these voice lines, they don't play. It's only... I have no idea what's going on. So that's why this entire time, some of this stuff has just not been... Just another day with audios, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to look into this later why it's doing this. because I'm not sure. It picks up the music, picks up some of the sound, but then like the voice lines and some of like the menu sounds don't get picked up. Well, I could also just end the stream here. It is getting kind of late anyway. Because the only thing I can think about is the only thing I can think about is maybe trying to like capture my desktop audio instead of just the individual. Because yes, I don't know why it's doing this. It's really strange, and like I don't want to continue playing this game if this problem keeps happening. Because you would be missing a big chunk of the game, and like mono versus stereo, I don't think that's the issue. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see why OBS is doing that. Let's see. I think we'll just leave it there then for that night. And then I'll try to fix this if I can. Cause yeah, otherwise this game is not going to be very much fun. So we'll leave it there for tonight. Let's see, who can we raid? There is one person. Ow! Yeah, that sums up tonight.
Coffee, strumming the acoustic guitar.
What's your favorite song to play on the guitar?
I like Drive by Incubus.
Okay, we're just
I
gonna
also
rate
really
this
like
person.
Wonderwall by Oasis.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming. Tonight was fun. We finally finished. I'm gonna miss Gumshoe. Oh no, I'm being taken away. But yes,
God, I need to pause that.
Yeah.
I guess I'll see you guys next week for more of this, if I hopefully fix it by then. And then next stream is Friday with The Witcher, so hope you guys have a good rest of your day or evening wherever you are, and then I'll see you guys later. Oh, you're gonna take me away again? Okay, bye!